Hello, good morning, early afternoon, whatever it is. It is my weekend, so my time is a little bit off. So I just got out of the shower, as you can tell by my wet hair. And I am going to do a video on my makeup routine. So while I was in the shower, I used the 3-in-1 cleanser from Senederm or Senegence. Their skincare line is called Senederm, and it's amazing. I love it. I seriously can't stop touching my face because it feels so soft. But I use the 3-in-1 normal to dry. This one is just the dry because mine is in the shower and I was too lazy to go grab it. Alright, so what I like to do first is my lips, so that there's no other product on my lips when I put it on, so it lasts longer. The first step that I usually do in the shower actually is to use my toothbrush to exfoliate my lips. And that just helps to get rid of any kind of dead skin and create a smooth surface so that you get that 18 hours or so. And then, because you look at your lips, you touch your lips, all that, and I use some witch hazel on a cotton pad. And just kind of wet my lips off. And it helps get, rid of all the oil and saliva that's on your lips. Nasty. And it feels nice. And let that dry for a little while. The color that I decided to go with for today is Roseberry. It's one of my favorites. It's we're starting to feel that fall air. It's kind of chilly out, so Roseberry. Oh wait, the camera's right here. I can't focus it, but yeah, you can kind of see that color. It's very pretty, very fall. A little dark, but I like it that way. And it looks a little bit different on my lips, as it will with everybody else. So, of course, you always start by shaking off your LipSense. And get those pigments all mixed up. Okay. And then, before you put it on, you want to make sure to get all excess product off of the wand. Okay. So as you can see there's really not a whole lot on there. Okay. Looks good. And then usually what I do is I go like that. And then I won't let my lips touch for the application process. So I'll go ahead and not talk during the application, and I will explain a little bit afterwards. So here it goes. Alright, so that's my roseberry with my glossy gloss on top. Very pretty. As you can tell, the gloss is very, very shiny. It's very glossy. But it does look a little bit different about, 15-20 minutes in, because it starts to soak up into your lips and help with some of that dryness. And I have found that I have not had chapped lips at all since I started using this stuff, which is a miracle, because I get chapped lips very, very easily. Alright, so next up I usually start with is the shadow sense. I think for today I'm just going to go with a very neutral tone, since I put on a little bit darker of a lipstick. So I think what I'm going to use is the mulberry, if you can see that. Oh, that actually does work. I see people do that on YouTube and it's like, why do they do that? But yeah, it does focus it. But yeah, that's the mulberry color. It's like a matte pink color. So usually what I do is I put a little bit on each eyelid. Don't worry, it's gonna look a little bit better than it does currently because it is a cream to powder. And I take one of my brushes, usually just a blending brush if it's just, a simple color like this. Nice and fluffy brush. And I blend it out. And as you can see, it's a very light color, but it just adds a little pop to your eyes. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go with the one layer, but you could always layer to get a little bit more intense of a color to it. Looks good. Okay, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of the Sandstone Pearl Shimmer. Hand thing, see if that helps. There we go. And this is one of my favorites. It's I'll put some on my hand so you guys can kind of see it. It's just a really pretty shimmery color. I usually like to use this for highlighting on my cheeks and everything, but I actually just got in the Pearlizer foundation, so I'm actually going to use that one today. I just put a little bit of that under my eyebrows, which need to be plucked, but who cares? And I'm just going to use the same brush and blend it out a little bit. And you can see that really pretty shimmery, glittery color. Okay. And next I'm gonna start on my foundation. So I just got in the Make Sense Advanced Anti-Aging Foundation. And this is in Beige Chiffon. Very fancy. So there's that. And this, all of their skincare products have what they call Seneplex, and it is a cellular renewal system, if I could talk, which helps with anti-aging and skin health and all that good stuff. I'm 28 years old, but it's never too early to start with that kind of stuff. It's not going to do any harm. Alright, so this is the first time I'm using this one, so I'm really excited to test it out. Usually I use a different concealer like Clinique or NYX or something like that, but I'm excited to try this one. Alright, so I just put a squirt on my finger. I'm gonna go ahead and use my beauty blender. And just put some on the end of it. Oop. I don't know about you guys, but I tend to like to listen to music or something when I'm putting on my makeup. But my phone won't let me do that while I have my camera on. It sucks. Feels good. What I haven't been liking so much about the other foundations is how cakey it feels. You know, like Clinique, I can definitely tell that I'm actually wearing foundation, which, you know, with most makeup, you don't want that. You want it to look pretty, you know, seamless with your own skin. But, you know, just cover up any redness that you might have. I tend to get a lot of redness on my cheeks. I don't know. Yeah, you can kind of see it in the camera. It's kind of the Irish in me. But I like to cover it up sometimes. I like this color. What I've heard before is that even if you don't get the right color for your skin tone, their foundations actually, once they, you know, dry and get used to the tone of your skin, they match your skin tone, which is pretty cool. So I think that this is the right color for me. So I'm not gonna worry too much about it. But it feels really light and pretty, and it looks pretty on me. And it has some pretty dang good coverage. I always get these, you know, dark circles under my eyes, which it seems to be covering up pretty well. You don't ever want to leave your neck uncovered because you want it to blend in. Go up to the hairline, try not to get it all up in your hair. Mine shows really terribly if I get any kind of concealer or foundation in my hair because it's so dark. I like it. It looks pretty dang good. Alright. And so now I'm going to go ahead and use some of the natural color concealer. Just put a little bit on my under eyes to help with the dark circles. Although this stuff, it covered it up pretty well, but this is like really thick formula that really does the job well. So I just put a little bit of dots down there, and I'm going to blend it out in a second. I use the pointy edge for my under eyes. Good. As you can see, the gloss, it's already soaked in quite a bit. It's not quite as glossy as it was before, because I like it a little bit more matte. So you always have the option to get the matte gloss, but you always want to put the glossy gloss on first for that moisture. And I let mine soak in for a little bit. Get that, your lips all moisturized and all that. And then put the matte gloss on. I think I'm going to leave it off for today. I always like smacking my lips together because it feels fun with the gloss. So yeah, no transfer. I always forget which side the camera's on though. That's why I love this lipstick, because I can put it on first and then not worry about it getting smudged all over my face. Okay, so let's see. I think the only thing I have left to do is the mascara. Scary. Alright, so I have the, what do they call this? LashSense with Undersense, and that's the gray one right here. And that's made of volcanic ash. And then this is the brown LashSense color, just regular mascara. Usually what I do with the Undersense is I put 3 layers on, just kind of build up the lashes. And I love this stuff. It really, you know, thickens and lengthens the lashes. So as you can see, it's gray when you put it on. Okay, that's coat 1. Coat 2, that's really bright. There we go. Second coat for that eye. I tend to not do my lower lashes just because I don't like how it looks. Some people prefer, but I don't really like to. Plus I'm lazy, so one, that was my dog. The coat on the upper lashes is good enough for me. He sees a squirrel out there, so he's freaking out. And I've tried the Undersense with LashSense a few different ways. You'll see a lot of YouTube videos of people putting this on. And there's a lot of different ways to do so. I prefer to do the 3 layers of the Undersense to kind of, you know, give it bulk. And I let it dry just for a little bit until it's about tacky, you know, gets that tacky feel to it. But not all the way dry, because then you get like spider leg lashes, which I don't know if that's a technical term or not, but it kind of reminds me of spider legs when you get like really kind of clumped together, dry looking lashes. So I don't like to let it dry all the way, just until it's tacky so it doesn't blend together the gray and the brown. All right. Try to get all your lashes that you can. Of course, I always get a little bit on my eyelids, so I might have to go in later and fix that. So that's the first layer. I like to do a couple layers of the brown LashSense, just to make sure that I cover up all the volcanic ash on my eyelids. Which is weird, but it works also. I really hope that you guys can't hear my heavy breathing. I feel like a mouth breather right now. But you know, you have to go the, you know, face when you're putting on your mascara and eye makeup. I don't know why, but you just gotta. My dog is running around in circles right now. Yeah, I got some on my eyelids. So yeah, I'm gonna take a Q-tip in a little bit and fix that up. But as you can see, this mascara is awesome. And it gives a lot of length and fullness. Do them pretty blink. I don't even know if I have Q-tips over here, so I might just hold off on doing that. Or you know what I could do? I can see if I can cover it up. Let's try that. Hopefully I don't get a bunch on my eyelashes. Oh, there's the brush. Yeah, that worked. Got a little bit on my eyelashes, but it's not bad. There we go. Make the kissy face. So that is that for that part. I think I'm going to put a little bit of pearlizer on, so I can see what it looks like with the shimmer. Make sure it's the right one. So this is the pearlizer. And then, there's that. Focus. There we go. I'm going to take a little bit and just see what it looks like on my skin. Ooh, it came out. There's that. I like to put a little bit right here. Put it on my war paint. Okay, and then I'm gonna use my beauty blender. Blend it in. I usually just pat it in because I like it to be kind of sparkly. No lipstick. So all of you highlighter fans out there, this stuff is very highlighting. I like it. You can kind of see the sparkle in the camera. It's very pretty. Alright, well, that is the end of my makeup routine. I tend to wear more eye makeup if I'm wearing more of a nude color lipstick or like a light pink, like Aussie Rose or what is it called, First Love or something like that. And I tend to like to go with, if I can find it, the Mocha Java Shimmer, which is very pretty, and something like Garnet. It's gonna show it backwards, but whatever. And kind of just do some eyeshadows with those. But I think it looks really good with just Mulberry, which is the really pretty pink color. I'm hoping that they get Pink Posy and what is the other one? Copper Rose Shimmer in stock again, because I'm dying to try those. So yeah, that's my makeup routine. Alright, thank you everyone. I know that was a really, really long video. I'm going to try and edit it so that I can speed up part of the boring parts, like, you know, putting on my lipstick and foundation. So, thank you. Mwah.